Hey, welcome back everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Star Wars Outlaws, it's almost here. We have one more day left, and on the 27th, today is the 25th, tomorrow's 26th, so one more day, and Star Wars Outlaws will be available for those of us who have pre-ordered it. I believe it's the Gold Edition, the Ultimate Edition, whatever they call it. And also for those of us who have a Ubisoft Plus subscription. So if you have a Ubisoft Plus subscription, you will be able to access 3 days early. Instead of Friday, you'll be able to play it Tuesday. So that gives you 3 extra days, which is pretty cool. Plus, you get all the goodies, all the Ultimate Edition goodies that comes with it. I think it's a pretty good deal. Ubisoft Plus, it's worth it in my opinion. So what I'm going to do on this video, I'm going to kind of break down the specs first for those of you who are going to be playing it on a PC. Now, keep in mind, if you have a Ubisoft Plus subscription and you also happen to have an Xbox Series X or Series S, you don't need to play it just on PC. Let's say you don't have a PC, or let's say you have a mediocre PC, and you're not sure if you can run it. You can link your Xbox account with a Ubisoft. So you can do that. You can link your Xbox account with Ubisoft and you'll be able to play it there. Or you can play it on Amazon Luna. If you have Amazon Luna subscription, you can play it there too as well. Or if you have GeForce Now and you're like, man, I don't have a super high-end PC, but hey, GeForce Now, right? So you have a lot of flexibility, and that's one of the reasons why I recommend Ubisoft Plus to everybody, because you get a variety of different options on how you play Ubisoft games. So that's one of the reasons why I recommend it. Right, so now that you know that out of the way, okay, let's dive into specifications on what type of computer PC specs you're going to need to play this on Tuesday, August 27th. So let's dive into this. All right. So first and foremost, this is letting you know here the season pass roadmap. There's an exclusive mission here. Jabba's Gambit. Jabba's Gambit. There's a story pack called the Wild Card, and then you got the story pack 2 coming out next year, 2025 spring. You got 2 cosmetic bundles, a character pack, and here is the part that we want to look into. This is the part that we want to break down and check out. All right, so the specifications. If you want to play this game on a minimum specifications, which would be 1080p, right? 30 FPS, low presets. You're looking at a GeForce GTX 1660, 6 gigabytes. But then again, why would you want to play this? Okay, yes, this is available, but why would you want to play this on such a low settings? At a 1080p 30 FPS? No, I mean, you might as well stick with the console. But this is the minimum specs. You got Intel even the minimum specs. Okay, so I'm sorry that I'm stumbling here, but this shows me just how demanding this game is. This just shows me how demanding, even on the minimum specs, they're asking for Intel i7 8700K. That's a pretty good CPU. And Ryzen 5 3600, also pretty good CPU. So for minimum specs, even for the CPU, man, so this tells me that this game is very heavy on CPU. So this thing will be very very heavy on your CPU. And then you got GeForce GTX 1660 and AMD RX 5600 XT. These minimum specs are still a little bit demanding, to be honest with you. And they also require 16 gigabytes dual channel mode. Windows 10 is 65 gigabyte SSD. So this is minimum. Now let's look at the recommended. Recommended, it's 1080p for 60 FPS, high presets. You're looking at GeForce RTX 30. Wow. Come again? So recommended specs are 1080p for 1080p 60 FPS with a high presets with the upscaler set to quality, which is probably deep learning super sampling. All right, so upscaler is the deep learning super sampling scaling resolution to quality. So GeForce RTX 3060 Ti 8 gigabytes. Oh my God, dude. I did not expect to see this. 3060 Ti is pretty good. Okay? And the fact that they're recommending this, this is recommended, this shows you, man, that this game, it's pretty heavy on your CPU and GPU, man. So GeForce RTX 3060 Ti, 8 gigabytes, and AMD RX 6700 XT, 12 gigabytes. These are pretty, these are good GPUs. They're still good. And this is recommended. Oh my God. And then Intel i5 1040 and AMD Ryzen 5 5600X. Yo, this is pretty, just for 1080p 60, bro. This is crazy. I mean, we're talking about 1080p 60 with the high settings and a deep learning super sampling to quality. They want you to have 3060 Ti or RX 6700 XT with 12 gigabytes or 8 gigabytes. And then they require Intel i5 104 10,400, I'm sorry. 10,400. Which is pretty good. Intel i5 is the latest generation that they have. I think it's a 9th or 10th generation. I think it's a 9th generation. Intel i5. If I'm not correct in this, you guys can correct me. I think it's a 9th generation Intel i5 10400 and a Ryzen 5 5600X. And then they require dual channel mode 16 gigabyte. Whoa. And this is just for 1080p 60. That's crazy. So let's look at the high settings. This is for recommended for high settings. 1440p 60. And to be honest with you, this is where I'm going to be. Most likely 1440p, dude. This is where I am going to be. Yeah, this is me, 1440p. So for the high settings, they're looking at 1440p, 60 FPS, high preset, with a deep learning super sampling set to quality. And they require 4070 12 gigabyte. Oh my God. 4070 12 gigabyte or AMD RX 6800 XT 16 gigabyte. And they require Intel i5 11600K. And here they need a 10400K on the recommended. Wow. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. And then let's look at the Ultra. The Ultra, they require for the 4K 60 Ultra preset with the deep learning super sampling. That's what the upscaler stands for. Deep learning super sampling set to quality. They require 4080 with a 16 gigabyte minimum. Yo, 4080 with 16 gigabyte. And AMD RX 7900 XT X with 24 gigabytes. And Intel i7 12700K. Oh my God. Or AMD Ryzen 7 5800X 3D with 16 gigabytes. DirectX 12. Oh my God. I think this tells me this is a next generation, true next generation, a game. So if you have built a high-end PC, well, this day has come. For those of you who have built a high-end PC, I think the day has come for you guys to take the full advantage of your high-end PC with this game, and it will look great. Trust me. I think there's a video here, but before we get to the video, I just want to show you what they support. They support ray traced global illumination. They support ray tracing, of course, with the global illumination, and also reflection and shadows. So they support all of the above ray tracing, which is the everything that the ray tracing has at its disposal right now. They also support NVIDIA RTX Dynamic Illumination, RTXD support. They also support NVIDIA Deep Learning Supersampling 3.5 support with array reconstruction frame generation and super resolution, which is great. And this is something that will help with the performance. This is something that I'm going to be using 100%. They also support Intel XeSS 1.3 and AMD FSR 3.0 upscaling and frame generation support. They also support 21:9 cinematic display mode. I'm a little bit disappointed that they only support 21:9. I was hoping maybe 32:9, but that's all they support at the moment. Multi-monitor ultra-wide support and in-depth customization option. So they're taking the full advantage of NVIDIA's capabilities. Now let's look at the gameplay trailer really quick.
Whatever it takes, you finish this job. Time to go, Kay. For good.
Global illumination looks great. I mean, I can see from here that it looks really good. Reflections, yeah. I mean, make no mistakes. Your high-end PC will truly shine with this game. Dynamic illumination, RTXD. Ray reconstruction. Like I said, yeah. So if you have that 4080, if you got that i9 processor, if you have that 4090 with the i9 processor, man, you're pretty much all set. Frame generation. NVIDIA Reflex, high refresh rate,
hang on.
optimized for the Intel Core 14th generation processors. What I'm seeing here is this is a truly a next generation video game, and the best experience you will have, it's on a high-end PC. Now I'm pretty sure the console version is going to look fine, but if you truly want to appreciate what this game has to offer, I think this game was really meant for a PC. That's where, if you have a high-end PC, that's where you truly are going to appreciate this game and what it's capable of doing. You know, so that's why I say the PC version obviously will be the best version if your PC can handle it. GPU scaling, performance optimization.
hyperdrive's online. Ready to jump.
So, well, yeah, well, there you have it, guys. Pretty impressive. However, like I said, you will need a very powerful PC. But there's also GeForce Now. Again, this is why you have GeForce Now. Okay. So if you have GeForce Now with a GeForce Now 4080 that they have with a 24 gigabytes of GDDR, 6x RAM, I think you should be able to handle this at ease. So I really am also looking forward to. I mean, I have a pretty good PC. I mean, I have a gaming laptop with a 4070 and an i9 processor, 9th gen. But what I'm really also looking forward to is to see how well this game performs on the GeForce Now high-end GPU that they have, 4080. So yeah, this is next gen for sure. So if you have a high-end PC, well, there you have it. Okay, guys, we'll tune in on Tuesday, and you will see how well it runs. I will obviously talk about the performance. I will talk about the settings that I'm using on Tuesday. So, well, there you have it. Thank you for watching.